Hey everybody, welcome to Hot Shot Sports Talk with Murr and Willie G. That's Dustin Murr. I'm Willie G. We're here to take you into the deep dark world of AK sports and sports talk. All right. Dustin, how you doing this week, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. It's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. You know, there's the hangover from a national basketball championship that I won last night. I don't know if you guys saw
Oh.
me playing, but I was in there. Yeah, I got a little playing time towards the end of the game, but you know, being a national championship ain't easy.
I think I saw you get a minute in right there at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was like right at the end. Yeah, just hooping. Yeah,
Hooping, what a game that was. So this episode, guys, we're gonna
yeah,
talk men's NCAA championship. We're gonna talk the AK Super Draft, and then we're gonna wrap it up with some MLB talk. But that championship game last night, holy cow! What a dominant performance from Baylor. Really,
yeah. Oh,
give it up to Baylor. The Baylor Bears
yep.
wins.
Good
That's
job.
huge. And
Yeah,
their coach had a lot to do with that too. When he got his coaching job, he said, "Hey, yo, we're not just trying to make appearances. We're trying to win games in this tournament." And since he's
for
been there,
sure.
they've won something like 14 NCAA games, which is
Yeah, it's
that's big.
yep. And it's NCAA tournament games, right?
Yeah, NCAA tournament
Yeah,
games.
yeah. That's quite a feat for your first. What he's been there for how many years? Three, four?
2000, no, he's been there for a bit. He's 2003, 2005, something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
The
I
coach
thought
has
it was
been there
newer than
for.
that.
No, I thought he'd been there for a bit. The
Yeah.
championship also
Well,
did. I mean, correct us if we're wrong. We don't know. We're just here
yeah.
talking.
I'm from
Uh,
the hip. I got three AL All Stars, man. Get out of here.
yeah.
I say whatever I want. Fact
um,
based
it did. It
sports
did.
talk. Get
It
out of
did
here.
mark a 16-year anniversary of when the Baylor women's won the national championship to the day, April 5th.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 16 years to the day. So, that's kind of special in and of itself. Um,
Yeah, and that was their first ever national championship, correct?
yeah, yeah,
The men's side.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool.
and there's some key factors. Like it looked to me like Gonzaga was just running around, like they didn't know what to do once they had the ball. It looked like they were trying to force the issue a little too much,
Yeah.
even though they did get
Yeah.
behind to start the game with the early foul trouble. Um, and
Yeah, I think once you get Suggs out of there, I mean, like they attack Suggs pretty hard first 5 minutes of the game, both defensively and offensively. And you get two fouls like that, and it's one of your star guys who's got to go sit down for a while.
yeah,
It's usually not a good recipe for winning. So
no, not at all, not at all. Another recipe for winning is hitting your three pointers. Okay, Baylor hit 43% of their threes. Hit 10 of them from the field.
yeah,
Gonzaga only hit five three-pointers, shot 29%.
total.
Yeah, five
Right.
three-pointers in the game. Um, when the other team's out shooting you from beyond the arc like that, your chances of winning, it's going to be tough. You
Yeah.
better be hard to the paint every single time you have the ball, like every time, if that's the
Yeah, and
case.
Timmy was not doing the hard to the paint stuff, and they shut down that pick and roll offense that they've been running pretty much all tournament, like
Yeah,
immediately.
you saw
And
they
as
had.
soon as you take, yeah,
Oh,
as
go
soon as
ahead.
you take Timmy out of the game, take Timmy out of the game, and Suggs,
Well, you
good
saw
luck, Gonzaga.
they went to a much different approach to the basket by cutting baseline over and over again. And you saw
Yeah,
once Baylor figured that out, it was you really don't have a chance. Like how many block like I would say it was like halfway into the third, or what we would say the third, maybe like 5 minutes into the second half, right?
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
you see Gonzaga really go to that baseline move, that baseline pick with the pass to the outside, and they
yeah,
get it one time, and then they try it again for like six or seven more times, and it just gets shut down. There's three blocks on that play, and they run the
yeah,
exact same play. Like, it's got to change that up. You know,
Yeah,
you know.
and they can't, and they weren't hitting threes, so it's like once your outside game goes, you got to go inside, and if your inside game is already left,
Well,
uh,
they
I'm
looked
not really sure what you do after
frantic.
that.
They looked frantic with
Yeah,
the ball. They were getting one, maybe two passes in before a shot. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like you didn't see anything go around the horn. You didn't see any real setup outside shots or mid-range jumpers. Like that has to be in an arsenal somewhere. Like you need your pull-up guy. The other big
yeah,
thing was the bench play.
yeah.
I don't. I
Baylor's bench scored. Uh, they played a lot more minutes. I know that. I don't know what they scored off the top
oh,
of my head, but
they played a lot more minutes, and I don't know the cat's name. He had like he was the white dude with the longer hair for Baylor. It
hmm,
came in.
I don't know.
He came in to basically take some fouls. Go in and give some
Nice.
give some fouls to people.
Go
But he
get beat up.
but he played good defense on top of that. When your bench
Nice.
players come in and do what Baylor's did. So Baylor had three players with bench players with over 15 minutes of time. Like that's
Yeah,
huge.
that's a lot. Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
and
lot.
Gonzaga had zero. Their highest bench players logged 13 minutes, and every single one of their starters played over 30. It's a
Yeah, and I think that 13 minutes was that freshman they put in for Suggs in that first
eh,
little bit of the game there.
that's yeah the guard, um,
Yeah,
and that's where I really think it boiled down to. Gonzaga looked like they got run off the court. They really
yeah,
did. They
yeah,
also looked tired. If you're expecting those guys to play 30 minutes every night in this whole entire tournament, that's a big
yeah.
ask.
And I mean, let's talk about the fact that they just went what OT with UCLA 2 nights before, like, and that was a knockdown, drag out game. Like
Psh,
that.
the
That
bank
wasn't like
shot to
Baylor
get the bank
coasted.
shot. The bank shot.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, I tackled Milo Natwick at Peanut Farm right after that shot into a table of other people. Pretty sure we almost got in a fight, but it was totally worth it. But yeah, I mean, it was like Baylor coasted past Houston, like it was a practice game, and then like Gonzaga goes toe to toe with UCLA like that. It's like there's a little more wear on the tires, I think,
uh,
going into the national championship.
and the
My
Baylor
my dog's
players.
trying to eat somebody. My dog's trying to eat somebody right now.
But your
Penny,
dog doesn't like
fuck off.
attack. You have the sweetest pity ever.
I know. She growls at the window though, like she's gonna rip someone's face off. And I'm like, dude, if I even let that person in here, she's just gonna be like, So, not
um,
even bark.
Baylor's players look to be in better athletic shape too. It
Oh yeah,
just by look of players standing side by side. It looked like they hit the weight room more. It looks like they spent more time running sprints. They
yeah.
just looked more in shape.
Well, they have the three best guards in the country by far. I
Yeah.
think. I mean,
Okay.
those guys are like they're six
All
five.
first rounders.
They're NBA guards. Like, good luck. Have fun with that. I'm sorry, but I mean, you're gonna get ran off the court every time. And
It
I think if it wasn't, if it wasn't for COVID, Baylor probably would have went undefeated all year because they had those two losses right there, and right after they had to take that COVID break. So
Oh
um,
right.
I think Baylor's going to be the team to beat
I don't think there's any
again.
excuses once you get on the court. You
Yeah.
know, break or not. I think it's D1 basketball. We brought that up a little bit last week that the everybody out there can flat ball better than
Oh, for sure.
anybody we know. Uh,
Yeah.
but man,
But
I
when everybody's at that level and you got to take 2 weeks off because of COVID, it's probably hard to get that step back.
right
I
you
take I take a week off and I have no more jumper.
I'm
Just ask
sh-
my friends.
I'm sure there was a lot of people that might have had Baylor versus Gonzaga in their final bracket. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
um, But how many people do you think predicted that score outcome?
I
I
don't
mean,
think. I mean, maybe total points scored, maybe, but I didn't see that spread. I
no
think
way.
they beat the spread. I think they even beat the Vegas spread.
They couldn't.
Um,
They just couldn't even catch up. By the time they even started playing with Baylor, they the game was too far out of hand. When they
oh, for
started going
sure.
back and forth, it was over. Just
Yeah.
too much for him to handle.
Back and forth when you're down 15 doesn't really help you get within 6. So every time they got within like
No,
9, right
and
back to
and
15
they didn't
again.
even start pressuring the situation until like 6 minutes left in the game when it's
Yeah.
way too late. Like,
Yep.
put them at you're down freaking 19 points. Okay,
Yeah.
go
Start
hard at
launching
them,
them.
launching them. Yeah,
Start
exactly.
launch them. Just
We'll turn this
every.
into a 3-hour affair, and you can win or lose that game at the free throw
Yeah.
line. It's a hack and shack
Yeah.
affair at that point. You know what I
It's
mean?
yeah.
You-
Yeah.
That's
Just
how I mean, that's how you would have to approach it. Make them shoot so many free throws their arms get tired.
right.
But they did nothing to get back into that game.
Yeah. No, they didn't. But I think it's typical Gonzaga fashion. Sadly, it's like they always kind of seem to get to a big game or the big game and just crap the bed. Just
Yeah,
like I want to see him. I want to see him do it all the way one time. And it's like every time they get close, it's like
they're
they
right
did it
there.
again.
Now, does
Yeah.
Gonzaga get the same recruiting power? Do they hold the same recruiting power as some of these other schools?
I, I
Like,
don't think so. I mean, it's a private Catholic college in Washington. I don't think that's like, a big draw for, you know, a kid down in, Brooklyn or something, like it's,
right?
he's probably going to go to
I,
like,
and that might be ultimately what it boils down to is the fact that they aren't getting the best of the best going into their school.
yeah,
Um,
I mean, they still get ballers, but I mean, at the same time, it's like they were, I mean, 19-0 or whatever. So it's like they weren't bad. I
no,
think they just got outplayed.
they definitely
And
got
boys from
outplayed.
Texas came up and said, "What?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
holy cow. Hold my ball, kid, and watch
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Again, congrats to the Baylor Bears. Great game. Gonzaga, there's always next year. All right,
Yep.
let's move it on. The most awaited subject of the year so far.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. All right.
AK Super
There it
Draft.
is, baby. There it is. All right. We had a lot of fun paying attention to this super draft. I know you were out hanging out with Bama. Uh,
No, we actually didn't get to. We
yo,
didn't
you
catch up.
didn't get to go
No, no.
chill.
I was out with Brad Knowles and Milo Natwick and TL and some of the ladies from the
Right.
softball community. We went to the peanut farm, watched the Gonzaga game, and then TL was drafting, and
All right.
they
So
yeah, endless.
before we go too far, and we get into our
All right.
bullshit that we're gonna say, who
Yes.
had the best draft? Who has the best team? You can go with your
Ooh,
head or your heart, but you only get to pick one.
our let's see. I'm gonna go from my heart, and I think TL has got a pretty good squad. I am on the squad, but I was in the fifth round, so I'm not like all star. I think he did really well. I think Paul Linnell did really well. Paul Linnell grabbed. I had it pulled up here. Do you have it pulled up?
Oh yeah.
Paul Linnell's Paul Linnell's squad is pretty legit. I see them going pretty deep.
Okay. But
So I think
who
Paul
got the
Linnell
best team?
TL best team. That's tough. I'm gonna go. I'm going with we're gonna win it. We're gonna win the championship. We're going.
Ooh, that's right. That's right.
Let's
Always,
go. Let's
always
go.
bet on
Look sharp, play
yourself.
sharp. Let's go.
Always bet on
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah, that's a good. That's a
Come
good
on.
bet.
Pete
That's a good
Rose.
bet.
Pete Rosen right now.
That's a good
Yeah.
bet.
I
All
mean,
right,
we got a pretty
so
good squad. We got a good
Dustin
squad.
Dustimer's saying his team's gonna win. TL, man, great draft. So you take James Pollard in the first, Thomas in the second, right? Jacob in the third.
Yep.
That's solid top three. Okay. Uh, you got my man Dustin Murr sliding to the fifth round. Everybody lets drunk Dustin slide to the fifth
Yeah.
because
And
they
then he
don't know.
shows up sober.
They don't know yet. They don't know
Yeah.
yet. Uh, you Tala in the second or in the seventh round. Peaches, Jaron, Thomas Hahn, and Gary Putt.
Yeah.
So
Does
that's
anybody know Gary Putt? Do you know Gary
I
Putt?
don't know Gary Putt.
I love that
He's got a
name. I
great
love that
name. I'm
name.
thinking the same thing. I don't know Mr. Gary Putt. Oh, it's Jerry Putt.
Okay, Jerry Putt.
Jerry Putt. Uh,
Yeah, I want to go
sorry.
golfing with that guy.
To
I hope he golfs. I hope he golfs. We're going
the
golfing.
tee box. Jerry Putt.
Gary Putt. Yes.
Jerry, we love
He's
you.
probably
Don't know
really
you.
good.
Sorry. You're
Yeah.
probably a baller. Probably a
Yeah.
steal in the last round of this
Yeah.
draft. No
Yeah.
joke.
Oh, dude, he's probably better than me. Yeah, for sure.
He is. I'm just saying that right now.
Just saying right now.
Don't know the
That
guy.
sleeper.
Never met him.
Got that
Maybe I
sleeper
have.
pick.
We got some really good teams and some really bad teams. Let's start with maybe the worst team. Not saying the players aren't good that are playing on their team. Okay.
Are you
Now,
thinking? Okay, are you thinking it? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? And we're gonna say it at the same time.
all right,
On three, not after three. One, two, three. Tony
Tony
Lee.
Lee.
I don't
Oh
know
my
anybody on
goodness.
the team.
I
That's not saying
I
much for me.
definitely
I
I
don't know a
definitely
lot of
know some
people.
people on the team. Ace pretty freaking good. Brandon's good. Let's see here. I might know a couple other people. Aaron Barlow sounds familiar. Probably know him. Maybe I'm sorry, Aaron, but hey. Uh, I mean, it's the best comment. The best comment of the week on Facebook.
Frank Shanley. Frank Shanley had it.
The best. Boy, Tony Lee's draft card's looking great. 7 A's, 2 B's, and a C. Good night.
I love Frank, man. I
Dude,
love Frank.
so good.
He's
That's gold.
so good.
Frank, we need to get you,
Yeah,
Frank Shanley, as a guest on this show right here. We
yeah.
would love to talk some baseball with you, sir. And all your glamour pics you keep posting on Facebook.
No,
Bro,
his
I mean,
eyebrows are fire.
dude.
Ooh, where do you even get eyebrows like that?
Dustin's got a man crush. Hey,
I've known him for like 25 years.
yeah, the love
Like
is
grew up
the
together.
the love bond is strong. I get it. It's okay. No judgment here.
Yeah, yeah,
No judgment
that's
here.
fine.
Uh, Brad Peterson, he got a good team put together. I do like Brad's team. Um,
Stephen Ford. Stephen Ford drafted really well too.
he also had
That's a
the
pretty solid.
first pick in the draft.
Right.
You know,
But
which
even after
is
that, he did pretty good.
yeah, oh yeah. Nick Homerding, Hayden, Michael Goshling. Michael was freaking really good and a really good guy. I really like him, man. He's a really solid dude. He picks up Casey Tompkins in the fifth round, which is a solid pickup in the fifth, if you ask me. I think Casey's a bit.
Yeah. I
I think
think
I think Casey's a bit underrated in my opinion.
oh, all right. Well,
Uh,
you better tell him that because he'd probably appreciate it.
right?
Darren Dennis in the seventh. I like that pick. That was a
Yeah,
good pick.
that's a
I
solid.
like Darren. He's a good dude.
Um, and we have some other pretty good teams. Alan Bryan had a good team. I like the team that Alan put together. kind of a valley team a
Yeah.
little bit. It seems like, at least with this top three.
Yeah. Zach McCray. Yeah, Zach McCray.
Zach,
Randy Milbyer's in there.
yeah. So that's a solid team right there. It really, really is a solid team. I know we're not making the best eye contact. We're trying to read our sheets as
I know, right?
we're all trying to do this. I keep doing it too. Uh,
I'm
shout out,
actually looking at all the teams, and they're all pretty good.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
everybody did a good, decent job at drafting.
it's
Tony, I'm sorry you fell asleep or whatever the hell
Tony.
happened.
What
Auto
the
draft.
f happened, my dude? That was
Oh man,
so bad. I'm pretty sure Tony
I
doesn't get
feel
a
bad
team
for him.
next year.
Yeah, poor Tony. We
Poor
love you,
Tony.
Tony.
We love you, dude. We really do. Bummer. Um,
Yeah, or maybe he wins it all. I don't know. Like maybe it's just
you
like
know
the
that would
Cinderella
be the
story.
best. That'd be the best storyline to happen. Auto
Oh, for
draft a
sure.
super draft team and
Yeah,
win the entire thing.
and win it all.
That
Yeah.
then makes him a goddamn genius.
It's yeah. It's yeah. Yeah.
Hollis's team.
Uh,
Hollis's
I'm
team is pretty good. Getting Kyle that late is solid, I think.
oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been playing well actually at the dome sessions.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like to
yeah.
call them the dome sessions.
Uh, some I do like Ty being the fourth pick.
Yeah.
Uh, shout out to Ty. He gave me 2 years ago. We were playing. Uh, and I gave him a compliment. I said, dude, if everybody hustled and played like it'd be a tough team to beat. And he looked me right in my eyes and said, hustle is free,
Yeah.
right? And
Well, thanks, Coach Ty.
yeah,
Thanks, Coach
thanks,
Ty.
Coach Ty. Hey, but those words actually have stuck with
Yeah.
me since then, and that's
Yeah.
why you always see my fat ass out there hustling,
Hmm.
regardless of how bad I hurt.
I like
Cause
it.
all because that man tells me, hey, hustle is free, and those
I
those
like it.
words stuck with me. You know, um,
That's a big part of the. I mean, it's a big way I play the game too. Is just outrun everybody, and if you can outrun everybody, you'll be fine.
yeah, I try to outrun everybody too, and usually I get by them because they're laughing at me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Blevs
Yeah.
going in the second round. Um,
Yeah.
I
Jay
kind of I
Blevs.
kind of
Love that
question
man.
him making it to the second round. Solid all around ball
Yeah,
player.
I was kind of surprised. Yeah, and a shortstop that is. I mean, yeah, he's good, and
Um,
he can hit the other way.
so let's talk about the big giant elephant in the room that everybody, for the most part, wants us to talk about is the fact that Daddy Fullwilder was drafted
By Jimmy
by
Lozano.
Jimmy.
Oh man, celebrity death match. Um,
Oh my
I
goodness.
got I got high hopes that they've worked out whatever the what I mean I don't even know their personal beef or whatever it is. I've just heard about it, so I'm pretty ignorant to all of it. But I've been told it's there, and the fact that it's his first round pick and it's Daddy Full Wilder, and I I mean I hope I see just the greatest
Could
team
you
ever
imagine?
assembled,
You imagine
or a fight.
Jimmy going up to the microphone at a draft ceremony, right? You're drafting teams. Jimmy goes up to the microphone, walking up there. Jimmy Lozano team.
With
We draft Daddy Fullwilder.
well,
Oh my
know,
goodness. Yeah, Chris, what are you thinking? Daddy
we'll see
Fullwilder?
how it
I
works
love
out.
it. It's funny. You want us all to call you Daddy.
Right.
I think I pretty much when I see
uh,
you this year, I'm only gonna refer to you as Daddy.
yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Hey, yeah, can I get Daddy
I'm
a
excited to
beer? I'll buy
see how
Daddy
that
a
works
beer.
out. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, Daddy, can I use your bat? Can I use your bat, Daddy? Uh, uh,
Oh
bat,
man,
bat, Daddy.
jeez. And so we'll see how that drama works out. Over under on like a fight by the sixth inning first game. Oh, oh no, we're having technical difficulties. We're we're coming right
Just a
back.
second.
Uh,
Oh, there he is. Internet in Talkeetna.
oh
Spotty.
man, yeah. Hey, we're back. Technical difficulties. That was rough. Yeah,
That's fine.
I asked the question and you just look all dumbfounded, like, dang, what the hell just happened?
No, no, I was saying, I was like, I said like maybe the parking lot picking up jerseys, but I don't
Nah,
know.
you know, I have faith in both
I'm
those. I have faith in both those guys to respect each other enough to play the game.
oh for sure.
You
That's
know,
probably. I mean, if it was that bad, he wouldn't have picked him. I know it. So
exactly,
I know
exactly.
I know Jimmy well enough. He's a big sweetheart. So
I'm
I'm sure
sure.
they've ironed out whatever they had going
Yeah,
on.
nothing they can't fix over some beers, cocktails, whatever. You know what I mean? Um,
Yep,
great. It's just funny. No, everybody, because
it is funny.
everybody knows the drama, and it's funny that he
Yeah,
would take him at the first pick. But it's also
you
respect.
know.
It's also respect too.
Yep,
I mean, shout out to Jimmy for throwing that out there to him. Uh,
yep. Let that be a lesson to us all.
hey, yeah,
Bygones be bygones. Trying
yeah.
to win a draft tournament here
You ain't you don't want to catch these hands.
for sure.
Another great name that popped up during the draft. Now, I do not know this person, but oh my goodness, how amazing, how amazing is your teammate's name?
Jerry Putt.
No. Oh wait, it wasn't your teammate. It was oh, where the hell did he go? It was like Stubby or something like that.
Oh, Stubby Octuk.
Yes, Stubby
Dude, that
Octa.
guy's a gem. That guy's a gem, dude.
What a great name.
Stubby is a gem. Yeah,
Stubby
he
is going
is.
to be
He is.
batting 900 for the tournament. Okay.
Oh, for sure, MVP, guaranteed
MVP.
MVP.
Oh man. Stubby, shout
So
out
I
to you.
heard.
I don't know Stubby, but great.
Yes,
Phenomenal name.
yeah, Stubby's good people.
Uh
Another grumbling I've heard out there that hadn't happened this weekend, but I hear there might be a Chase Powers sitting on the waiting list somewhere because he was going to go on vacation, but apparently vacation got moved around and now he's on the wait list. So that'll be interesting to see where he pops in
so
and what team
who
that.
gets paid to leave their team?
I thought about
And
making
how
an
and how
injury.
much? And how much?
I mean,
Like
entry fee plus
more
beers.
than a case of beer,
Oh, for sure.
but less than a plane ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in that
Uh,
range.
or just be suspect of people just pulling hammies out of nowhere or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I was
random
walking up
injury.
the stairs. Yeah, walking up
Oh
the
my
stairs the
goodness.
other day, pulled my back. Yeah,
Uh
better call Chase.
Corey
But it's
Roberts
exciting.
falling to the seventh round blew my mind. I don't know
Corey
if you know
Robert.
Corey at all. He didn't play last year.
Oh,
He
Hollis's.
yeah, he was out on deployment. Hollis got a steal with Corey in the seventh round.
Nice.
Um,
I
like a
don't I don't know,
like a real
but
steal. He also picked up our boy Frank, which is solid. I gave Frank a shout out for my hardest arm, best arm in the state a few
oh,
months ago. And
that
just,
was funny because it was right after I threw you that 88-mile-an-hour freaking fastball,
yeah,
and
that was wicked,
it
by the
was
way. That
weird.
one, that was nuts. He
He
also
can
had a
he can chuck it.
yeah that he can. Um, maybe I don't play in Anchorage enough, and I don't see everybody enough. But like Ruben gets drafted in the third round.
Yeah,
Uh, and I mean,
he's solid though.
is he? You see, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't see enough of him. I think
yeah.
he got hurt. I think up here at the snow boot tournament.
Did he?
Uh,
I don't remember. Was
it
that
was either
after I left?
Ruben or Orlando. One of them got hurt. It might have been Orlando.
Huh.
Um,
Ruben had that nice catch out in the outfield. It
oh
seemed
yeah,
like
no, yeah,
he
you're
ran
right. You're
forever,
right. You're
like
right.
80
Uh,
yards in snow. I
Also
don't know
shout
who hit
out
that
to
pop
Red.
up, but
Red getting drafted in the
oh
third round is solid. Heist, throwing his team together. I like that. Any other shout outs I want to give to anybody I know? Everybody kind of knew Skokin was going to go in the first round. Ramsey going in the first round is pretty solid. Um, Jefferson getting drafted in the first round. No other real shockers to me in the draft other than like Chris Fullwilder going to Jimmy's team. And then Ciro getting drafted in the second round by Alan Bryan's team. That's huge. He's a solid player. Another
yeah.
underrated player in the state, in my opinion. So, all right. I think that's about it with the AK Super Draft. I'm excited to see how it all plays out. When the tournament happens, we're gonna be there. We're gonna record an episode down there at the field. Um, we'll hopefully have some sort of inventory. We'll be able to drop some hoodies on you guys while we're there. Maybe even hold a give away, a hoodie or something while we're at the field for the AK Super Draft tournament. It's always a fun event. I know you got a couch for me to sleep on.
Oh, for sure. Come on down.
All right,
Heck,
all
we
right.
might just rent a motorhome for the weekend or something.
Oh shit. Oh shit. All right, well let's
I
move
don't know if
on.
they're gonna let that happen. I think last year you couldn't do the motorhome thing. You couldn't camp at the fields because of
I-
COVID stuff.
Is it
But
at
maybe
Cartier?
this year they, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Whatever. I'll just go throw up a tent in those woods right over there. Sleep with all those
Go
bums.
hang out with your people. Those your people.
This is my peeps, bro. Salt of the earth kind of guy right here. Okay.
I like
You
it.
know.
Yeah, yeah. Learn a few things.
Hey,
Learn a few
man.
things.
Jesus did it. Why can't I? All right.
That's right. Yeah, he
Uh.
was healing people, but I mean, I don't know what you're doing in there.
Sexual healing.
For
um.
sure. Just
eh. All right, let's move on to some baseball talk here because
yeah. Let's
we've
talk about
we've had half
actually really talented
yeah
baseball players.
we've had half a week of baseball, and already the world is on fire. Favorite
Yeah.
moment, first half week of baseball is Nick Castellanos fucking flexing on the St. Louis pitcher. Oh man, that was sweet. Cause so the night before, you know the setup, right? So he gets up the night before, he hits that dinger and does a crazy tomahawk bat flip
Oh,
to
of
towards
course.
this dugout. Opening day dinger or whatever the shit was. Tomahawk bat flip, right? So then he gets up this first at bat the next game, fucking bink, gets beaned. Okay?
Oh,
Guy gets a base
yeah.
hit, moves him over to third. Errant
Unwritten
pit,
laws, man.
errant pitch. Okay, and he goes in and he does. You watch the replay. He doesn't spike up or anything, knowing, hey, this is a pitcher coming in. There's respect in the game. Yes, granted, he did just get fucking beaned by the guy. you know, but he didn't go in spikes up or anything like that. And you watch his cleats down into the dirt, not up, and kind of rolls up on the pitcher just a little bit, but not bad. He doesn't go through the bag too hard or anything like that, and he's safe. And he gets up, boom, flexes on dude, right? And Yachty's all
Yeah.
pissed off. It only started because Yachty was mad. The pitcher wasn't even pissed off, Yachty. Okay?
Well, I mean, Molina's scary though, man. I wouldn't want that.
Dude,
Yeah, I
how
mean,
does Castellanos get a 2-game suspension for that?
I'm still waiting for just one Astro to get suspended for their bullshit.
Yeah,
So, and no more suspensions across the board until at
till
least
that,
one of
yeah.
those trash bag banging dumb mo.
Boom,
Oh
boom,
man,
boom,
we can't
boom, boom.
curse on here no more. But I'm telling you what, I oh
Oh,
oh yeah,
it's upsetting.
I don't understand it, but it's yeah,
But
the
I
fact that you
like the
got two
flair.
games, two games, get out of here, man. Two
Yeah,
games is whack.
I do like the flair that is starting to happen in baseball. I don't mind the pimping of the home runs. 'Cause
Yeah,
dude, you just put a rip on a ball against a
yeah,
major league pitcher. Yeah, dude, you
yeah,
should feel good. Get your team hype up. You watch
yeah.
now you watch
I
late
bat flip and Talkeetna, bro. Come
yeah,
on
bro.
now.
But you watch like college ladies softball, right? And
Mhm.
when they hit home runs, they're not doing crazy bat flips all the time. Half of them are, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it's all about getting hype because you see the dugout clears, they're all hype. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it
I
seems
think it's
like
fun.
it is fun, and if pitchers want to take exception to that and throw inside and beat some guys, that's part of the game. But don't be mad when that guy goes and roasts you for another home run, because inevitably
Right.
it's gonna happen in those divisional games.
Or flexes on you at
Oh,
home plate.
oh, which is so sweet. That was so sweet, dude.
Oh!
It was such a
So
sick
good.
flex. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
My favorite of opening week was, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but it was Otani hitting a massive freaking bomb, 450 feet, 115-mile-an-hour exit velocity, and then, you know, just elevated fastball gone, and then throws it like his first pitch or
101.
whatever, 101. Like just like, yep, I'm basically treating this like little league.
Dude,
I am better than everyone.
they need
No
they
bat flip
need to
though.
nickname this guy the Terminator. Okay? I think such a
He's special,
fitting
man.
yeah, he's different from every other human being walking this planet right now. Okay?
Yeah, and I mean, I think
If you could get
I kind of got a little heat. I got a little heat from some guys online. Jaron Alvarez, he was kind of busting my balls a little bit because I was like, hey, it's an elevated fastball at 97. He should have hit it 500 feet. But I
he
get that
yoked that
97 is hard to hit.
dude, he
Yeah.
yoked that pitch. He
The
grunted
sheer
and
sound of it
everything,
in
dude.
the video, dude. Yeah, it was violence. It
It's
was
funny because
violence.
you hear
Like the
him
sound of it echoed through the whole stadium.
later in the game. He got a fastball high inside
Mhm.
that he fouled and that he grunted on, and you could see it in his face like, I just missed this. You're so lucky because I was about to take a
Yeah,
yard twice in a game that I'm the starter pitching. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. First
um,
time in like 118 years that a pitcher has started in the two hole.
yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
If a
yeah,
team, I say this about like football players a lot. If you could line up a player at every position, I said it a few times with Hollis as my co-host that Aaron Donald, you line him up at every position, you might not on the defense, you might not lose a game.
yeah,
Um, now I if you could line up Otani at every position, you might not
yeah.
lose a game.
It's such a long season though, and it's so taxing on the body. I mean,
I
if he could play first base, if he
I'm
could play
just saying
first
if you
base and
could
like
I'm just
do
saying
it,
if you could have 9 of him on the field,
oh, for sure.
you'd
Oh,
never
yeah,
lose.
duh,
You'd
yeah.
never lose.
If he had nine King Griffey Juniors, he'd never lose. If he had, I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't
come
know
on.
if King
There's,
Griffey Jr. can bring the heat.
that's true. I don't know. At
He
least
had
for
a,
a
he had a
strike, I
pretty
don't know.
yeah he had a good arm, but I don't know if he could do it 90 times in a game. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
and we're seeing a lot less of that actually since you bring that
no,
up.
but you give
The
me,
longer pitching is like a thing of the past. It's
yeah,
like
we don't see
70
guys
pitches.
throwing 120 pitches anymore, 130 pitches,
No, man.
160 pitches.
I think Garrett Cole threw 90, and it was like, hey, oh. And DeGrom, one of the most dominant pitchers right now, he threw 70, and they're like, all right,
Are we
let's
gonna
tone it down.
now? As a Mariners fan, like we had Felix for years that would throw into the hundreds, you know,
Yeah,
for years,
less
and
less is hard.
yeah.
Less is hard.
Now I think we overused him, obviously, um,
Yeah,
but
you think?
it's the Strasburg effect, and
Hmm.
I coined it right here, like they after his injury, like they're really like, how many pitches is he gonna throw in the entire season? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it seemed like since that moment, pitch counts have gone way down. Um,
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you got a $30 million a year arm. Like, you want to
right.
pay for surgery and watch that money just sit on your bench? Like, get out of here. Like, I get it, protect your investment, but at the same time, it's like, eh. I mean, let the kid go. I think Blake Snell last year in the World Series when they pulled him, and it was apparently a pitch count thing or like how the
What a
manager felt
horrible
momentum.
call.
Oh God, it was bad. And like Blake Snell, just after he went to the Padres, he actually wrote a pretty good little blurb about how he felt and what went through his mind, and it was really touching. Actually, if you look it up,
I would
it's
feel
really it's
betrayed.
more about his dad. Yeah, well, it's about his dad because his dad was like really big on like helping him get to the point where this is like their dream, right? And they're like in it and they're living this dream together. And his son's pitching a Jimmer, and then he gets taken out, and it's like that, just like, oh. And it was like, man, I almost cried about it, but I
Yeah, I
never
know
cry,
that
never
feeling.
shed a tear in my life.
Don't lie to me.
But uh it's like, that kind of thing. It's like when the kid's dealing, you got to let him go. I mean, if his arm falls off, that's on him.
It's the
You got to let
World
the player make the decision.
Series. Would you have pulled Randy Johnson or Kurt Schilling?
Well, no, because
No.
they're old and no one cares about it. They're just like grinders, like. And it was different back then. They're like, yeah, we Kurt Schilling, he's
I think that
got a
was
freaking
I
broken
think
ankle.
so
That's fine.
When Kurt Schilling gave the ball to Randy Johnson to finish that game out as the closer.
Yeah,
I think that was the first time ever MLB ever saw a 300 game winner give the ball to another
yeah,
300 game winner.
yeah. Both of them were like strikeout record holders for that year too.
Oh yeah, they had the.
So,
I think like I think both of them had like over 200 strikeouts that year
oh yeah, for
easily.
sure. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Amazing time in baseball, the steroid era, and those guys were
Yeah. And like
in it.
that's yeah, they're
They
just they're dealing, dude. They're dealing to him, and it's like they're not scared of Jose Canseco's stupid biceps. Get out of here, dude. We don't
No,
care about Sammy Sosa.
Randy Johnson would hit him with that nasty fucking slider and about break their ankle if they step wrong. Okay.
Yeah. Let's get that right first. Randy Johnson was a goat.
He pitched like
Yeah,
shit for first 4 years of his career. He's such a great story for youth, in my opinion.
yeah,
Randy
yeah. Just
Johnson,
a legend.
because
Yeah,
he could
he's a
throw
legend.
hard. He was not very accurate, but he wanted to be there. He worked so hard at it and then dialed it in. The guy would
Yeah.
not make an MLB roster today, and if he take his first year in the bigs,
Yeah, he'd be down in the farm system for a
oh, for
long
a
time.
while, bro.
Long time.
No squad would give him the kind of shot that he got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
No, I don't think nowadays, but back then was different.
but yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let's talk some other good storylines here. The Phillies are undefeated.
Not for long, man. My Mets are just beat them. Actually,
No, did the game just end?
I'm a Mets fan now. Yeah, it's over. I'm a Mets fan with a Brewers hat and talking about the Mariners. Yeah, no big deal. Don't worry
Oh,
about
they
me.
did eight
Worry about
four.
yourself. 8-4. Mets win.
Oh man,
Hand them that first loss.
only one team without a loss now.
Who's that?
The Nationals, they only played a game.
Oh
Two
man,
games. They only played 2 games.
that COVID record.
Yep.
Gotta love that COVID record.
The
How do
Astros
you
are
like that? How do you
already
like that
taking the
Lindor
lead.
signing?
Oh man, great. You called that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think everybody saw it coming, but he got paid.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do a little talking about our MVP picks.
Hmm.
So my
Yeah, let's
MVP pick,
revert.
yeah,
Revert.
my
Can I get a redo?
yeah,
Can I get a
we might
redo
need a redo
now?
because my MVP pick just got injured today
Oh,
for
that's
my
good.
NL,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and
Tito
my
or
AL pick
Tatis. Tatis.
is out right now. Kyle Lewis is
Oh.
out too.
Oh, good.
Both of
Good.
them are injured.
Well, batting
Now,
1,000, buddy.
no,
Batting a
who
thousand.
is your AL pick again?
My AL pick was do
Oh, Acuna.
Mets. No, that's the NL. That's where I messed it all up. My AL pick. What was? Yeah, that's right. I didn't pick an AL pick because I picked two NL players because who cares about the AL?
I mean, here pretty soon the whole league's gonna be moving to a DH, so
Yeah. So
that's in the works.
I'm gonna go AL since now I know what the heck I'm talking about. As I did not before. I'm gonna go with Otani. If he keeps playing like that, there's no reason in the world that he can't be number one.
Oh, okay.
And then my NL pick, I will go with Acuna over. Um, I had that kid, the big dude from the Mets.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't think of
yeah.
his name right now. But anyways,
I'm gonna.
that's my AL and NL. Otani, Acuna.
I
Done. I got it right this time.
I think
I don't want to
so.
hear
I'm gonna
about
change my AL pick. I'm gonna pick Miggy Cabrera.
it. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I think he's gonna make his comeback this year. He's looking a little bit thinner, meaner. Hit that fucking crazy home run in the snowstorm.
Yeah.
Launch that thing. So he's my hero now.
So he's my hero now because I'm pretty sure you want to do that on a
Yeah.
softball field someday.
In the snow, just rip and rip over Dinger for 430 feet. Like, yes, sir. Um,
Yeah.
and I
He
think
didn't
I'm.
even know it was gone either. He
No,
like
he
slid
slid
into
into
second
second, dude. What's he
base.
doing? He couldn't see the ball. I
Right.
guarantee you he couldn't see it. He's like, I hit it hard. Hey, you know what? And that goes right there, right back to what Ty said. Hustle is free. He didn't know he
Yeah.
hit it
I
out.
would.
He hustled it to second base. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would have bat flipped and it would have been a double and I would have been out
Out at first.
Just, nah, man, that had to go. That was gone for sure.
So
No, okay,
he would definitely be my my AL, and then I'm thinking, man, dude, the NL is tough. Like I wanted to go with Acuna as well. It really is, man. You're gonna hate me.
oh god,
I think it's gonna be Bryce Harper.
uh, really?
Yeah,
Francisco Lindor just went to the NL. You can change Bryce Harper. I
yeah.
mean, he is on a team that without him, what would they be?
I
The Phillies. That's what they'd be.
and we just have to let it play out now. No more chainsies now. We don't get to change.
Okay,
We got full locks because
okay.
we
Well, let's
it
add
was
to
a
it then.
rough it
Let's
was
add
a
to it.
rough
Let's try to
5 days here, folks. Give us a
no.
break, okay?
Let's add to it then.
We're
Let's
changing
go
every
AL
single
and
week.
NL. Yeah, next week it'll be different. AL NL Cy Young Award winners. What do you think? AL
Oh,
first.
Um, shit, man. AL's tough. Uh, just because of where the pitching, I personally believe all the really good pitching is in the NL right now.
Really? Have you not seen Have you not seen the Yankees pitching rotation? It's kind of ridiculous.
I I just think it's sus. I don't know, man. But you could try and buy all the talent in the world, but it's not gonna do you any good. I mean, homeboy just yeah. I don't know.
Garrett, Garrett Cole, 13
Yeah,
Ks and like 6 or 7 innings. That's
I think
pretty efficient.
yeah. Cole might have to be my AL MVP, but I think Kershaw is definitely gonna take my NL MVP or NL Cy Young. Sorry,
Cy Young,
Cy
NL,
Young.
Cy Young, NL. I'm going Jake DeGrom.
Ooh,
I'm all Mets this year.
okay.
It's all I'm all about them. And then I'm going AL. Um, I gotta go Garrett Cole. He's
Yeah,
just
it's
too
it's
nasty.
it's tough to go against that. Uh, just in general, like he's so fucking good, just so good. But
Yeah.
with the move over to the permanent DH in the MLB, will we still be saying that pitchers are the best athletes on the field if we don't get to see them hit?
Yeah, it kind of bums me out,
And
honestly.
then what
I wish
happens to a player like Otani in games that he pitches? Is he no longer hitting
right. And so
in the
is the
game?
DH mandatory? DH isn't mandatory, is it?
I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure the DH is mandatory
Really?
in.
Huh. Well,
It may not be. That's
that
a rule.
sucks.
I hope somebody comes up and tells me, "Hey, yo, the DH is not mandatory. You do not have to
Yeah.
put in a hitter."
Yeah, I don't know if it's mandatory, but if it is, that would be such a bummer for a lot of guys like Otani, like none, because there is no one like him. But it's like,
Well,
you know what I
there's
mean?
guys that
You
can
know,
hit
it's like,
home runs. What's his name down in San Francisco, dude? He could hit home runs. Bumgarner?
mhm. Yeah, Bumgarner. Yeah,
Yeah, he could
yeah, he
hit
can.
home runs. There
Yeah,
was even that year
once
of
in a
him talking about him going in and doing the home run derby, which would have been incredible, and his team shut him
yeah.
down. Said, "No, you're not allowed to. You're gonna get hurt." And it's like, don't
Get
you
your
just want to make
yeah.
some history or something? You know how many more fans you
Yeah.
can get into your
Don't you got some?
stadium?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the players are like, just take this bag of sunflower seeds, go sit over there with all the other weird ones.
Yeah, right.
That's
Oh
pitchers,
man,
weird breed.
it's great.
Yeah, pitchers in high socks. I like pitchers that wear high socks. I think that's a dying thing too. I'm about tired of these baggy, long pants on the mound when you could be scaring dudes with your calf muscles
You
and
know,
throwing 95.
now that you bring that up, your boy's attire is changing this year. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I bought
are
some new
you?
I bought some new gear to play in. I bought
Yeah.
the high knee knicker pants.
Oh, you can't say that anymore, dude.
What?
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Oh my god! YouTube's we're
Oh,
done.
we're
That's
it's
it.
over.
It's
Cut,
over.
cut.
Cash it
Yeah, no, they're I had bought some knickers, and
out.
you know
Oh,
what I'm
that's funny.
talking about. They're the high
Yeah,
knees.
yeah.
You
High
know,
knees, man. You're going.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you get them baggy like they're supposed to be? They're kind of supposed to be a little
Yeah, I
baggy.
got them a little baggy. My fat ass. I don't know if anybody wants to see the tight ones. Be out there looking like CC Sabathia and high knees.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You know, if you're pitching, you just scare people with your calves.
Hey, I got
Scare.
those.
Yeah.
So yeah, I picked up
Well, that's good. Good.
some knicker pants.
You're going with the base.
Knicker
Go,
pants.
go, going with the baseball pants and softball. I like it. There's a few guys that do that. I always
As
give them respect because it's like, yeah, we are playing a baseball-esque sport.
well, the
You don't
funny
have to wear
thing
your
is
tight
I'm
spandex
like
shorts.
I'm probably might be one of the furthest body types right now of anybody that probably should be wearing those. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the irony of it all.
Right. But you got them baggy. You're good.
You know, it's well, we'll just see how baggy they are when they get here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it
I mean,
could be the best $26 I ever spent.
heck yeah. Softball butts, man. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah, hey yo, full,
Yeah.
full of beer and ready to sit.
Here for the beers, man. Put me in,
Oh
coach.
my goodness. We're gonna have a lot of fun playing this year, Dustin. We're gonna have a
I
lot of
think
fun
so. I
playing
think
this
it's going to
year.
be a good year. I'm excited to kind of get a little bit more involved in the community uh and actually remember people's names and not be
Dude,
such a
you
drunken buffoon.
right?
Because last year was a little bit of a
Is
mess,
that did
but
I hear your
I'm
old lady
coming
laughing
in
in the
and I'm coming
background?
correct.
Did I hear your old
Yeah,
lady
yeah.
laughing back there? Goodness, that's awesome. She's like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
She just
yeah,
cuts you loose though. In softball night, she's like, go have fun.
yeah.
I'll leave a blanket on the
Someone
couch.
else's problem. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh man.
goodness. Some pitchers in the MLB that we might have overlooked. Maybe Zach Wheeler. He's up there.
Hmm?
He's gonna be really good this year for the Phillies.
Yeah,
And another one on your Mets, Miguel Castro.
yeah. Castro's good. DeGrom is better. That's why
Oh my
he's the
goodness.
ace, they call him.
Dude, there was some good ball this week, just in general. So I watched that game that Tony threw that pitch and got that home run, and he got us some jams and he got himself hurt. Uh,
I don't think he got hurt. I think he played his position correctly, and that's just part of it. And he's fine. I think he had to take the next day off anyways. And I don't think the jam was. I mean, he got into a jam, sure, bases loaded, but he threw a really good sinker or split finger, and his
his
catcher
catcher missed it.
blew it.
His catcher
Like
missed it. He
that
got the
is not
strike.
on. He threw a good
He
pitch. He threw a
technically
good pitch.
got the strike. You
Yeah,
know,
and that's not on him. Like that.
not
That's
at
on the catcher,
all.
100%. I stick up for my pitchers, man. It's
I
on the
know you're,
catcher.
dude. You messaged me too. You messaged me. He didn't blow that.
Not his fault.
How about Nelson
Take another
Cruz
look.
still belting homers? The guy's
Well,
got 3 homers
I mean,
already this year.
and he's like pushing 40, right?
At
I
least
mean,
40.
he's
He might be 41. Um,
yeah,
and if you remember, he
ball
was one of
player.
the first guys in that whole Balto thing to come out first and say, "Hey, yep, that was me. I juiced. Uh,
Yeah,
I'll take my penalty now. I'll get it out of the way. I'm never gonna do it again. Let's move forward." And
right.
pretty much if Barry Bonds had done that, it might be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm
Also,
I'm
Nelson
more of a
Cruz, maybe.
purist. I'm all in favor of
I
keeping
don't
all
know.
those guys out of the Hall of Fame. All of them.
Really?
Yep.
I think they were um, a part of the game and like where it went. So it's like it's the
So
90s.
what about this? What if they put their bus only in the bathroom in Cooperstown? Like you go to wash your
Okay.
hands and there's Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, and Barry Bonds. And like their heads are the soap dispensers. And like
I'm in.
and you go
I'm
down
in.
you go in to like take a shit and normally there's a phone number. Oh, dude.
Oh, here he comes.
It
Twice.
it keeps doing that. The internet is horrible at
Uh-oh.
talking to. But let's say you go into the bathroom, go drop a deuce, and normally there's a phone number written on the stall. Nah, that's
But it
like you,
just Barry
Barry
Bonds
Bonds
stats.
744. 72.
I like it. I like it. I
Bet
like it.
exit velocity 184 miles an hour because I was juicing shit in my ass.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Solid.
goodness. Uh,
All right. I'll sign the petition.
dude, that's what
Send
they. I
it
mean,
over.
if they get enshrined, that's where they should be in the toilet.
All right. Wait. And Pete Rose is somewhere near the kitchen or somewhere else.
Yeah, he should be front door
He's
taking money.
yeah. Yeah, he's the guy that you put your ticket into or your money.
Oh yeah, the bill acceptor.
Yeah. ATM. He's the ATM.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
there
my
we go.
goodness. And we're not even drunk or stoned or anything. We're just talking about our
We're just
what our fantasy Hall of Fame would look like.
yeah, it's like my baseball fun house.
Dude, so you know they got like the Heisman group that they're doing for the NFL all the time. They make like the new Heisman winners like washing cars for like all the old Heisman winners. You ever seen those commercials? It's like the
I
high
haven't.
it's like the Heisman house.
I
No.
can imagine
Oh,
where
it's
this is going.
hilarious, dude. They need to get something like that for baseball.
Yeah.
They really do. Could you imagine getting some of these older guys, get Ichiro to be like, "Oh, hey, yo, Mike Trout,
Yeah.
you're a
Get over
rookie,
here, wash this car.
you're a rookie MVP. Hey, yo, dude, my cleats need to be shined." You know?
I like it.
Oh man,
I like it.
yeah, we call it the
I I,
Hall of
I
Fame
could see it.
house. Ichiro,
I like it.
he'll be easy Hall of Fame,
First ballot. First ballot
no
for
doubt.
sure.
Uh, Most consecutive 200 hit seasons. Like he started his career with
Yeah.
11 straight 200 hit seasons.
Yeah. That's pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
His first hit in the bigs, I'll never forget, dude, is just slap hit right up the middle. And he
Yeah. That was
run,
his jam, dude.
dude. And the thing was, so we watched him for years in BP launch balls out of the park,
Yeah.
launch balls out of the park, and it seemed like he could do it at will, and he
Yeah.
would talk to some of the bigger guys on the team and point somewhere out into the outfield, into the stands at BP, and be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, right there," and launch a ball there. So it seems like I don't know. He came up in a lot of clutch spots, and
Yeah.
it seemed like he didn't do that. Like, hey, we need you to hit a home run.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. And I mean, base hits win ball games, though. And he probably didn't understand what they were saying to him. They're
Shit.
just like hit hard, get hit that way.
If you're a lefty, you watch how Ichiro gets out of the box. It's so phenomenal.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's halfway to first base before the
y-
ball even
yeah.
leaves.
I think maybe the only faster player out of the box would have been Bo Jackson. Uh,
Oh, he was awesome. Oh, Jackson, what a sad story, man.
what a legendary story.
Yeah, well, I mean, but it just like ended so sadly
You
to
know
me.
what?
I watched this 30 for 30 and it was like, man,
Most
Bo Jackson.
legends, most legends in tragic.
Yeah. I mean, the
Uh, I
27
mean,
club in music.
Caesar was stabbed on the floor of his own Senate.
So we're comparing Barry Bonds to Caesar, okay? All right.
Yeah.
Or not Barry Bonds, but Bo Jackson to Caesar. All
Hey,
right.
just
I like
saying.
it.
Some
I
of the
like it.
greatest legends have the worst falls.
Sure.
Alexander, the Great, Alexander the Conqueror.
Man, you were. You are on some Greek shit.
Hey,
Romans,
I'm
Greek.
telling you,
Yeah,
because
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson is a human that belongs in that category, is where I'm getting at. Okay?
Yeah,
The guy was so dominant, and it was the only way he was going
in
to
both,
leave
in
sports. It
both.
had to be
Yeah,
tragic. Had to be tragic. That's the only way
yeah.
he was getting out. And
Oh,
now he spends his time hunting.
yeah.
He's a bow
The
hunter.
Archer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man, I used
dig
to
that.
like that. The Mariners had the pitcher.
Oh yeah.
Dude would throw 103 miles an hour and couldn't barely hit shit. You're like, you
Oh
watch him come into
man.
the game, you're like, well, we're going to see something spectacular happen. And 50-50, we'll flip this coin and see if it's the other team or us.
That's like every Mariners game though, right?
Yeah, oh my God. No, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth,
Yeah.
sir? Oh, Jesus. All right, so we're at an hour and five right now, man. I think we should call it. Uh,
I
I
agree.
told you
We need
these things,
people subscribing. They're getting
yeah.
nappy.
All
They're
right,
not hitting the subscribe button if we're lulling them to sleep.
that's right. All right, so if you need to hit the subscribe button below, it's the only way that you can be entered to win our $300 monster bat. Um, Bats are all on back order. We've got a $300 gift card. We can order it for you, but I'd prefer to just give you the gift card and let you get whatever bat you want. How about that? That seems a lot
Boom.
easier. People who have ordered bats last year are just now starting to get them. So, yeah, we weren't on the ball with that one, but we got it for you. uh, Hit that subscribe button. It's the only way you can be entered to win. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Um, Again, huge shout
Share it with their
outs.
friends.
Yeah, huge shout out to AKS for holding the draft. That's amazing. You guys are doing great things for the state. Um, Shout out to you, Dustin, for coming back second week.
You got it, man.
Oh,
I'm a lifer, man. I ain't got nothing else going on, man.
right. All right. Just be sure to subscribe to the channel, and we love you. Hot Shot Sports Talk with Dustin Murr, Willie G. Later.
Later.